John, just can you speak to you tonight? What went into it, into your play, especially your productivity in the first half?
I think start off with the defense, just like getting after it, listen to what Coach said on the scout, and just ramping my play up on the defense, and now let my offense game do the work for itself. So yeah, I think it was just the defensive end.
Nick?
Xavier, obviously a little bit of extended minutes tonight. Obviously made the most of those. Just what was that like as this team kind of gets into this stretch run for you to be able to do that, showcase some of that long-range shooting?
Just like I always say, just want to be able to come in and have an impact in any way I can, defensively or offensively. And tonight it just happened to be scoring. I was feeling it, so yeah.
And Jim in the back there.
Xavier, when you go to a new place, I'm sure you never know exactly what to expect. Has this season been anything close to what you expected, or have you kind of had to learn along the way?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like anywhere I went, I would have to learn, especially coming, to this level and with these, very talented, very, skilled players. So I think I've learned a lot, and I'm continuing to learn it every day.
Michael up front here, please.
John, you've been aggressive all year, but I guess what's the difference between, a night that you're not able to kind of get it going versus a night like tonight where, you just kind of have everything falling and, what does that do to your aggression and kind of boost it forward?
I think it's key to stay aggressive even when it's not going, because if you're not scoring, just staying aggressive provides opportunity for other teammates. Just pushing the ball down the court, it puts the defense on the heel. So Coach KP has been on me about that, just like keeping the ball, pushing me and Kamari, and I think we did a great job of doing that tonight.
Right up front here, guys.
John, your offense scores 88 points, and you guys only make 10 threes. Go 10 of 30 from three. Actually, what does it say about the team's offense to score at will, even when the threes aren't falling?
I think it just shows how dynamic we are. Like these two right here, the confidence that we have in each other, and just shows that we can score without the threes. And when we play great defense, we can get transition buckets, and we just got to keep doing it.
Michael, and then Jim in the back, please.
Jack, you had a couple offensive rebounds, and overall, you guys pretty much dominated on the boards. I guess what was the Guards' kind of role in how you guys were able to create separation there?
Obviously they have two very big forces down in the paint, so we knew that if the bigs could just do their job and box out, that everyone else could flood in and help. And building off that, we knew that our defense and our rebounding would be one of the main contributions to how good our offense would be set up and the pace we would be able to play with. So it was definitely an emphasis to, track down rebounds, especially with two big fellas that can really get after it.
Jim in the back.
Xavier, another one for you. Have you kind of had to remind yourself to be patient at times this season?
I think sometimes I found myself rushing and, thinking too fast. And today I kind of felt more calmed down than I normally am. And, that's just part of that learning process. So, and I've got guys, older guys in my ear talking to me and, these guys next to me, helping me out every day. So I just really appreciate my teammates for sure.
Got two more for the players. We got right in the middle, and then we'll finish up with Mark here.
Jack, what's it been like this season to come on and really become a really key contributor on this team?
It's been really fun, but it's also kind of been expected with the work that's been done, in the summer and leading up to the season. But it's just been a great role to be a part of this team and contribute to winning with so many great teammates and the fans that we have. This is a dream come true, and this whole season's been a really great experience for me, and I just want to continue to grow.
Go ahead, Mark.
To kind of piggyback off that, John, just, obviously Max didn't play as much as he usually does. Just can you speak to, what guys like Jack and Kamari and others did to kind of, pick up that slack?
They just did what they're supposed to do. Like, we have so much confidence that Jack's going to pick up Max, and we knew when Max told me in the first half he might not give it a go the rest of the time. Like, we good, we got your back. And I know Jack got his back, so those guys just come in and do their jobs, and we thankful for that every game. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Greg, you made the point yesterday, basically referring to Saturday as the guys need to acknowledge it, but obviously not dwell on it, keep moving forward. Just what did you like about the response from the team and especially JB early?
Yeah, I think just from start to finish across the board, everybody that got in aggressive. We were in attack mode, from start to finish, and really, I don't think I'll go through the film and look at the possessions, but I don't think we ever really relented, and backed off. Even when we had a large lead, it was a mindset and all the timeouts to continue to attack and play aggressive. So that's to be able to do it for that long of a stretch, and that was obviously we didn't do it for a long enough stretch Saturday, and it's lesson learned.
Johnny, go ahead.
I'm curious. John Blackwell is obviously probably the big star of the night. Curious what you saw from him, and especially coming, recovering from Saturday's game where he had some bad mistakes near the end.
Mm-hmm. I think the biggest thing with John and even with Kamari that I talked about after Saturday was you need to take command. You're the quarterbacks, you're the point guards. You need to. It doesn't mean you have to go score 30, but you have to command the four other guys and have a presence out there. So I thought his presence in terms of his aggressiveness, and a lot of times you can do that and have that command without saying a whole lot. You don't have to be a man of a lot of words, but how aggressive you are and how you're in attack mode, and that they play off of that. That's infectious when they see your lead guards really bringing the ball with some pace and getting it moving. I thought, John did a really good job of getting us, try to get into offense within 4 seconds. So get that thing up and get it moving and, keep attacking. And he did a good job of that. Kamari, I thought, too, really brought the pace. He was able to get to the rim a few times in the second half and when the floor was spread. So I think that's the biggest thing. Just they had much more aggressive command of what we wanted to do.
Go ahead, Mark, and then Jim, and then Michael.
I guess, Rick, what was the official word on Max? And was this something that happened during the game, or was this something that was kind of nagging him beforehand?
He's had that for, I don't think it's serious. You just can't get it loose, can't get it warmed up. So once he came out, it was bothering him. So we just decided that was going to be it. So I think just some time here to, today we have 4 days here, and that'll be good to kind of get it. It's been getting better, but for tonight, for some reason, he couldn't get it loose early in the game, and just decided not to go any farther with it.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Was it his back or
No, it's lower leg. It's lower leg. Yeah.
Jim,
have you seen the game kind of slow down for Xavier Amos?
I thought it did tonight. I thought it did, and I think Xavier is one of those guys, and sometimes the game doesn't allow you the patience to let him play through some things, but I thought he, when he gets in and get a good sweat going and can knock down a shot or two, then he gets rolling a little bit, and I thought he was much more aggressive in the spurts. I think the touching when they went to the 1-3-1 in the first half and he was in, and the ball, he helped move the ball pretty well, banged a three when they end up, they go to man after a few passes and the ball gets below the foul line. But I just thought he was in a much more, again, the whole group, a much more aggressive mindset. And he's still got to learn to continually play off 2 feet. He didn't have a lot of those tonight in terms of driving lane lines and playing off 2 feet. But I thought he was physical. I thought he was active, ran the floor really well, got that bucket in the second half in transition. So, like I said, I think the more, much like Janicki, the more he can play, the better he gets. And I thought Jack was another one that just kept getting better and better each possession.
We got Andrew in the back, Coach.
I know you're just putting a bow on this one, but looking forward to Saturday to Michigan State, what are some of the challenges that they present, and just how much respect do you have for what Coach Izzo has done over the last few decades?
Well, first of all, I think it's Sunday, right?
Sunday, yes. Okay. My apologies.
Good.
Yeah.
There's the first. Make sure we get the right day. He's the all-time winningest. He's got the most wins in Big Ten history. I don't know what else I need to say. He's been in the Hall of Fame for a long time. He's been a great mentor for me prior to being a head coach, and since that, he's got a really good team this year. Obviously, we only play him once, and I'll start studying in depth here very shortly. But he's got a really good team. They're deep. They're big. And obviously, I can't say enough about him as a coach and what he's done for our league, what he's done for Michigan State, what he's done for college basketball. And I think I said this a year ago, maybe when they were here. If, it would be a sad day when he's not coaching anymore, because he's one of the throwbacks, in terms of he has his way, and he's very demanding and kind of like a guy he used to work for. And like I said, I just have great respect for Tom, and he's always a phone call away, or if we get a little rough spot, he calls me. If they have a little rough spot, I call them or call him. He hasn't had any rough spots this year, so I haven't had to call him to cheer him up.
In the back, Coach.
Yeah.
Coach, historical milestone for Steve tonight with involved in his 100th win. What does he give you every day that has led to that 100
Yeah,
wins?
he's just been a consummate team guy. I mean, he's very consistent in terms of his approach, in terms of his attitude. He comes in ready to work. He never gets too high, he never gets too low. He takes coaching, he takes hard coaching and responds to it. And he's just been very consistent, like I said, and he's been an anchor for us, since I guess it would be his sophomore year. He didn't play very much in that cardboard cutout year, but he's just been very consistent, and he's continued to, improve in small increments, and he anchors us in the paint. So just happy for him. He's played on a lot of good teams, and obviously you get 100 wins, you're doing a lot of things right, and he's been a big part of that.
Michael, go ahead.
Obviously, John grabbed a lot of them, but what did you think about how the guards kind of crashed the glass and helped you guys get an advantage there?
Yeah, I mean, Janicki was active specifically. He got that one against the zone in the second half, and Blackwell, I thought, just to have a double-double, he was a man on a mission tonight, and I think obviously not happy with how he played or how we played on Saturday, and it's good that he had a good response and channeled it the right way. So I thought, I haven't looked at specifically at numbers, but McGee with 3, and I thought we were at Tanjay with 7, so I thought we did a good job. We had him. It was one of our emphasis. We had to keep him off the glass from an offensive rebounding standpoint. In the first half, they had none, so that was and then we needed to limit the 3 attempts because when you can see when they get a little daylight, those guards shoot it pretty well. So I thought we, like I said, from start to finish, a pretty complete effort all the way around.
Got 2 more for Coach, one here and one Jim and back.
Yeah.
Greg, Danny Sprinkle was just in here saying that you guys have a championship, basically, championship characteristics in the way that you run your program. Just wanted to get some thoughts on that and respond from there.
Well, I think, it's a lot of people that have helped, get this program to where it is, and the sustainability and the consistency that we've had over, the last 25 plus years. I mean, we had the Final Four group back here from 2000. So even before that is, just the relevancy of Wisconsin basketball has changed. And I think, and established itself. And I think as we've, gone through a lot of our evolution offensively, gets the attention this year in the headlines, but how we've anchored and understand the foundation of this place and what works, and stayed true to that, even though we've morphed and evolved in the schematic parts of the game. We still understand, I think, what you understand what it takes to win in this league, and win consistently in this league, and what works at Wisconsin. And that's a lot encompasses that. So that's a credit to my staff. I've got a phenomenal staff. Obviously, we've got a really, really good program here on unbelievably sound foundation, and our players do. They're the leaders of it. I mean, it's we've had great players come through here, but your player-led teams are always your best teams versus a coach-led team, because when they take ownership of it, and they have a lot of pride in this place, as have guys of the past and coaches of the past. So it's just it's our opportunity in this time frame to keep pushing this forward and keep raising the bar.
Final question,
I
Jim.
have one more Amos question for you. I think you said at one point if you gave him a truth or a lie detector test that maybe he thought this was going to be easier this year.
Mm-hmm.
Have you? I mean, do you have to get in his ear at some point just to say, "Hey, be patient," and this might take longer than you maybe thought? Or
No, I think he is, through his experiences here and what he has seen, he understands what he has to get better at, and it's the biggest part of better for him is consistency, of being a everyday guy, every play guy, and every possession guy, and every game guy, and every practice guy. That's the thing that's the mountain he's trying to get to the top of consistency, because his physical skill set, you see him at 6'8", 6'9", he's gotten much stronger since he's gotten here, but it's the habits of being able to do it every single day, and it shows. And there's, just watch a game because the consistency is where he needs to get to, and tonight was a good step in the right direction. Now, we'll, go back to, now you got to do it again on Thursday, right? And now you got to do it again on Friday. So it's be able to keep climbing that mountain.